Hello and welcome to Pregnancy Info. Today we are going to discuss the 9 steps to more effective parenting, or the parenting tip. Raising kids is one of the toughest and most fulfilling job in the world, and the one of which you might feel the least prepared. Here are 9 child raising tips that can help you feel more fulfilled as a parent. Number 1. Boosting your child's self-esteem. Kids start developing their sense of self as babies when they see themselves through their parents' eyes. Your tone of voice, your body language, and your very expression are absorbed by your kids. Your words and actions as a parent affect their developing self-esteem more than anything else. Praising accomplishments, however small, will make them feel proud. Letting kids do things independently will make them feel capable and strong. By contrast, belittling comments or comparing a child unfavorably with another will make kids feel worthless. Avoid making loaded statements or using words as weapons. Comments like "what a stupid thing to do" or "you act more like a baby than your little brother" cause damage just as physical blows do. Choose your words carefully and compassionate. Let your kids know that everyone makes mistakes and that you will still love them even when you don't love their behavior. Catch kids being good. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times you react negatively to your kids in a given day? You may find yourself criticizing far more often than complimenting. How would you feel about a boss who treated you that much negative guidance, even if it was well-intentioned? The more effective approach is to catch kids doing something right. "You made your bed without being asked. That's terrific." Or "I was watching you play with your sister and you were very patient." These statements will do more to encourage good behavior over the long run than repeated scoldings. Make a point of finding something to praise every day. Be generous with rewards. Your loves, hugs, and compliments can work wonders and are often reward enough. Soon you will find you are growing more of the behavior you would like to see. Set limits and be consistent with your discipline. Discipline is necessary in every household. The goal of discipline is to help kids choose acceptable behaviors and learn self-control. They may test the limits you establish for them, but they need those limits to grow into responsible adults. Establishing house rules helps kids understand your expectations and develop self-control. Some rules might include no TV until homework is done, and no hitting, name-calling, or hurtful teasing allowed. You might want to have a system in place. One warning followed by consequence such as a time out or loss of privileges. A common mistake parents make is failure to follow through with the consequences. You can't discipline kids for taking back one day and ignore it the next. Being consistent teaches what you expect. Make time for your kids. It's often difficult to parents and kids to get together for a family meal, let alone spend quality time together. But there is probably nothing kids would like more. Get up 10 minutes earlier in the morning so you can eat breakfast with your child or leave the dishes in the sink and take a walk after dinner. Kids who aren't getting the attention they want from their parents often act out or misbehave because they are sure to be noticed that way. Many parents find it rewarding to schedule together time with their kid. Create a special night each week to be together and let your kids help decide how to spend the time. Look for other ways to connect. Put a note or something special in your kid's lunchbox. Be a good role model. Young kids learn a lot about how to act by watching their parents. The younger they are, the more cues they take from you because you lash out or blow your top in front of your child. Think about this. Is that how you want your child to behave when angry? Be aware that you are constantly being watched by your kids. Studies have shown that children who hit usually have a role model for aggression at home. Model the traits you wish it to see in your kids. Respect, friendliness, honesty, kindness, tolerance. Exhibit unselfish behavior. Do things for other people without expecting a reward. Express thanks and offer compliments. Above all, treat your kids the way you expect other people to treat you. Make communication a priority. You can't expect kids to do everything simply because you are as a parent. So They want and deserve explanations as much as adults do. If you don't take time to explain, kids will begin to wonder about our values and motives and whether they have any basis. Parents who reason with their kids allow them to understand and learn in a non-judgmental way. Make your expectations clear. If there is a problem, describe it, express your feelings, and invite your child to make on a solution with you. Be sure to include consequences. Make suggestions and offer choices. Be open to your child's suggestions as well. Negotiate. Kids who participate in discussions are more motivated to carry them out. Be flexible and willing to adjust your parenting style. If you often feel let down by your child's behavior, perhaps you have unrealistic expectations. Parents who think it should might find it helpful to read up on the matter or to talk to other parents or child development specialists. Kids' environments have an effect on their behavior, so you might be able to change that behavior by changing the environment. If you find yourself constantly saying, "No, you're 2 years old, look for ways to alter your surroundings so that fewer things are off limit. This will cause less frustration for both of you. As your child changes, you will gradually have to change your parenting style. Chances are what works with your child now won't work as well in a year or two. Show that your love is unconditional. As a parent, you're responsible for correcting and guiding your kid. But how you express your corrective guidance makes all the difference in how a child receives it. When you have to confront your child, avoid blaming, criticizing, or fault finding, which undermines self-esteem and can lead to resentment. Instead, strive to nurture and encourage, even when disciplining your kid. Make sure they know that although you want and expect better next time, your love is there no matter what. Now, your own needs and limitations as parent. Face it, you are an imperfect parent. You have strengths and weaknesses as a family leader. Recognize your abilities. I am loving and dedicated. Work on your weakness. I need to be more consistent with discipline. Try to have realistic expectations for yourself, your spouse, and your kids. You don't have to have all the answers. Be forgiving of yourself. And try to make parenting a manageable job. Focus on the areas that need the most attention rather than trying to address everything all at once. Admit it when you are burned out. Take time out from parenting to do things that will make you happy as a person. Focusing on your needs doesn't make you selfish. It simply means that you care about your own well-being, which is another important value to model for your children. So, this is all about the parenting tips for a newly parents. Share it with the friends who are new parents and they want to be a good parent. If you like the video, share it and also subscribe our channel. Thank you.